Starting issue number 2, we already see that Deadpool has killed multiple heroes and villains, such as Dr. Doom, Ghost Rider, and Howard the Duck. His current target is Spider-Man. Spidey says, "I gotta tell you, Deadpool, I used to think you were funny, but now you're simply annoying." Deadpool, trying to get a hold of Spider-Man, says, "So that's why you're not laughing. And here I was thinking it was because I'm going to cut you open from belly to neck." Spidey says better psychopaths have tried and failed. Spider-Man evades Deadpool, causing him to fall splat on the ground. Peter says, "You're lucky I'm not like you. You're lucky I don't kill you for what you've done." Spidey grabs Deadpool and says, "I don't want to hear any more of your banter, and forget threatening to gut me." Deadpool responds, "You're right. I'm not going to gut you," as he shoots him point blank and blows his head off. With Spider-Man dead, Deadpool speaks to the voice in his head. He asks the voice, "So who's next?" The voice says, "It doesn't matter. They all have to die." So that brings us to Deadpool's next target, who are none other than the Avengers. Well, the ones who remain at least. We see Captain America speaking to the team to come up with a plan to stop Deadpool. Wolverine and Hawkeye agree that it's kill or be killed, when suddenly Jarvis barges in and says that Dr. Pym is missing, and so are his Pym particles. Wolverine says, "I know who Deadpool's next targets are. Us," as a particle bomb goes off on the table, killing the Avengers. Deadpool starts mocking their death when Luke Cage rises from all the debris. "You need more than a couple of bombs to take down someone with unbreakable skin," he says. Deadpool responds, "I figured a couple of you tough guy types might be problematic. That's why I strung down a couple of extra bombs for special purposes." Deadpool had put this in Luke's coffee earlier, and we see Luke Cage die instantly. As Deadpool says, "One down, one to go." The God of Thunder also survived the blast and launches his hammer towards Deadpool. Thor says, "Defeating you is not enough. Killing you is not enough. I'll scour you from the face of Midgard." Deadpool dodges the hammer, and as Thor calls it back, Deadpool says, "So what's stronger, your hammer or your flesh?" Deadpool uses Pym's particles once again to make Mjolnir gigantic, and once it comes back to Thor, it crushes him entirely. Once again, the voice in his head says, "Are you satisfied?" Deadpool responds, "Should I be?" The voice says, "Never." Deadpool says, "I'm sorry it had to be this way. I'm sorry they don't understand. They always thought I was crazy, but they never realized I saw the world the way it really is. They never realized they were puppets made to dance and love and die and suffer, just like me." The voice says, "You're doing them a mercy, and you just killed Earth's mightiest heroes in one fell swoop. From here on out, it should be a cakewalk." Next thing we see is the Hulk ripping him to shreds. Once Hulk is done, he goes into his cave and turns back to Bruce Banner. That's when Deadpool appears and says, "You shouldn't rip me apart and then take a nap. You wouldn't like me when I've been ripped apart." Deadpool proceeds to decapitate Banner. The voice says, "Spider-Man, the Avengers, and the Hulk. Not a bad tally for a few days of work." Nearing the end of the issue, we see Aunt May gather all the loved ones of the dead heroes. They seem to have collected everything they have of value and hired a certain someone. This someone is the Taskmaster, and he has one job: kill Deadpool.